Aha, there we go. Now we got a little film action going down in the hood. Nice and dirty in the old garage. Hotter than all get out. Neighbors mowing the grass. Whew. Good day to work on a demon. I say we do a little bit of what's in the garage for today. That's right, look at that bad boy. Lime green, sublime green, 71 Dodge Demon. Kind of somewhat a pro street car from previous owner. Pretty good sized drag radials on the back. But due to the coronavirus, we really have not been able to get old girl out. But pretty sad deal. Plus, 4 kids. She kind of has a tendency to not get out and rip as much as what you would like. Let's pull the old car cover off. She definitely needs a good old-fashioned clean up. But back here, I think it's about a 12-gallon fuel cell. The old blue bottle over there just for lookings. There we got this right here. Got it earlier this year, but like I said, we haven't been able to get her out. See that down in there? If you could smell that right now, that's some good old 110. Because old girl here has got a big old nasty cam and about 12 to 1. Yeah, she's not super duper cool on the street, but we've been able to run her a little bit. Those fancy racing bucket seats there. Kind of a project, you know, of course, it'd be really nice to get some bucket seats in there. We've did a little work in the back seat. Of course, previously did not have a back seat, but got a cool little embroidered emblem up on there. Pretty sweet looking deal. Just need to come across some front bucket seats to get these done here. Pretty minimal on the gauges. Real factory looking, you know.
Alright, well, it's hotter. It's just hot. I don't know, it's like sunny freaking California here today. Mere 95 for the high, I think, you know. Of course, with the humidity and everything, I'm sure the heat index is somewhere around 100, 105, something like that. So, I mean, what else would you have to do, I mean, other than play with small cars and try to get them to run? So, you know, it's about too hot to do anything else, but it's probably way too hot to work on this thing too, but that's how it goes. 71 Demon 360 car, about 12 and a half to 1. She's got some pressure under the heads. Really haven't had her out too much here the last couple years, it doesn't seem like, so, but felt like this is probably a pretty good opportunity to get her out, check her out. Big old nasty cam thing, just it sounds good. It's a head turner for sure. You know, 3200 stall on the old torque converter. It's more of a pro street, but we've kind of started turning it back to a street car. Just more for the kids and stuff like that. You know, that's the back seat in that. So, but yeah, let's try to get it run. But I don't think it'll be a problem. somebody, I had to go up to Orscheln's today and buy a battery because apparently somebody else needed the battery worse than I did. You know, somebody's probably sniffing that up their nose right now. But, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, got a new battery, kind of playing with a couple different cameras today. Just seeing how things go. Got the new GoPro. See if it does anything different than the old camera, right?
Get her going. Alright. Got this fancy dancy battery. Man. Couldn't have picked a better day to work on it. Kind of nasty down here. Kind of really need to do a little bit of cleanup on the old battery setup here. But hey, let's get her. Get some coal in her for today. Whew. Hopefully cool down. Got the old box fan on, but she just ain't quite cutting the mustard. Hopefully we can see what the heck I'm doing here. New camera. A couple different mounts. Trying to get a little better content for you guys. I mean, what's the fun in following some boring channel, right? But hey, Crazy Cairo can't do it all. I mean, he can, but he's got to work every once in a while. Trying to get a little different setup for him as far as camera wise, so I figured I'd do a little testing, see what I thought, which is, if it don't work out for me, you will just totally destroy it, guaranteed. You almost think it was done delivered. Okay, whew, man, not get up. All right, so this fancy dancy car here, she's got this old quick connect. Can't remember though which way is on, which way is off, but we'll figure that out sooner or later. Oh yeah, we got the old 110 to drop in her, but I'm not sure. Typically we run just the av gas from the airport. Oh yeah, she's running on fumes in there. And we seen the other day how good them fumes burn. Not real good, which don't quite understand that, because fumes are what kills. All right, get a funnel here. See, get some gas in this old girl. See if we can get her to pop off. A little bit on the nasty side there. Would use my shirt, but she's pretty well drenched. What do you think? Clean enough? Not bad. Cobwebs are gone. That's what you got a fuel filter for, right? I think we're gonna have to go to the creek today. Drink some cold lemonades. This dripping sweat business is just for the freaking birds. Drink up, old girl. I think it's 12 gallons, so I do believe that's what it is. But it could be 8. So usually I just run her completely full. We can pretty much run 80-mile round trip, no problem. So you know, 10, maybe 8, 10 miles a gallon, maybe is what she gets, but it all depends on how that right foot works. Sometimes it sounds so good that it works a little harder than really it should be working. Man, ridiculous. So, well, let's see what this thing will do. See if we got that key flipped the right way. Master switch. Apparently, yeah, I'm thinking we got that wrong. Well, he's like an on and off. It's kind of a, hey, now we're talking. It's kind of a security system for those pot eaters. Come on, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo! Man, I know she's fired right up. I always does. You bet you can't smell that. That's just good stuff. Yeah. They old nasty cam. Bit of what I was afraid of there. Sprung a leak. That old fuel bowl there was looking a little rough the last time I hooked her up. Apparently, it's quite gonna do the job today. Alright, well, the next one in the old Mopar Roundup here, another 71 Dodge Demon, Butterscotch, what we call her. Pretty sure Butterscotch is the color name too, so it's kind of fitting. But we went over and got this car over by Lincoln, Nebraska, about 6-7 years ago. It's been a little while. It's supposed to be a project car before we got the green bean. Kind of was driving it a little bit, but the thing was just, man, this poochie is all get out. So pulled the intake off of it because the guy had already put a timing chain in it, so I felt like it probably needed some valves in the head. So pulled the intake, was going to pull the heads off, get the heads redone, and then kind of got started on the garage, and well, it never happened. It relocated, so sadly the intake's been off of the thing. Little 318 automatic car, 8 1/4 rear end, nothing too crazy here at all. It was actually a lady delivered mail in this thing, and I don't know if she bought it new to do that or not, but that was the story that the old boy over there in Nebraska gave us. So, but you could see she's had a few mailboxes in her day, and I don't think that was the kids with the baseball bat. So kind of check her out here. Got good ideas for it. Just need to get her done. I mean, that's the name of the game. Too much racing now than not racing. Now you can get on some of these project cars and actually get something done around here, but always get more projects. gentleman. So let's do the old walk around on butterscotch here. Boy, it's hot out here, but man, it's still freaking hot. Real sweet package here. Dark brown butterscotch color on the outside. Supposedly the butterscotch color, I think, was pretty rare. It seems like it's somewhat sought after. Wife absolutely hates that color. But not a bad old car. I mean, it's pretty decently solid. Like I said here, mailbox, quarter damage. That's gonna be good times right there. But I mean, I don't know that it really matters because you got one heck of a dent right there. You got rust in the lower quarter anyway. So I mean, the quarter, maybe you could have done some half patching or whatever. But now that they're stamping quarters and stuff for them, or AMD was, I'm hoping they still are. Probably should have bought some stuff while I was doing it. So, but I mean, we got a few body parts for the old girl. Got a different trunk. Just kind of seen a few damages here over the years. I mean, like I said, over here on this side, that quarter panel is just pretty well, it's totally Gandhi. Doors, I don't think the doors are too bad. I can't remember if I got another set of doors for it or not. Actually, I think I do, but can't remember now. Yeah, slept a few times since then. Front fenders kind of hashed. I do know for a fact I got a different set of front fenders. The only bad thing was they are 72s instead of 71s. So something is different there. I think it's the marker light, maybe location, if I remember right. And I think he's already kind of did some patchwork on those 72s and moved the marker light around a little bit to get it back down there where it should be at for the 71. Dusty, yeah. This old boy, he, come on. He had put these bucket seats in here out of the B body. They're a little different as far as the seat track from what I see, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to. Somewhat, you know, you always got to wonder what's your path here. You know, are you trying to return it back so maybe it'll be worth a little bit of money as far as stock wise, or what? Because I mean, it is a pretty unmolested car, sort of. I mean, of course, it's going to end up needing quarters, fenders, all that business, but so I mean, it's going to have some work done to it. But I got another bench seat, just the frame. I had thought about that, hey, if it did come to be, maybe we'd recover it back to the old dark brown, yeah, I don't know. Originally, the idea was to paint it flat black and then do some like black with maybe some pink interior or something and kind of make this a little daily driver to go get your groceries in. It'd be pretty cool. Well, maybe not too bad on gas mileage. 318 automatic. I don't know. She ain't gonna drive the old 4-speed car, that's for sure. So, keys. Haven't been in the old girl for a little while. She really just gets moved around more than anything. Yeah, woo! I got a little bit of mousy living in there. Look at all them good parts. Stock torque converter, 4-speed bell housing, 323 gear there with the old posi unit in her. This fine jewel here, this was what was on it. Good old chew barrel. Thing is just a dog. Got that thing rebuilt, but Now she's been sitting for a few years, so probably not the same rebuilt stage. Didn't think it was going to be that long of a project. Kind of moved it out just so we could put some concrete in the other garage. Now we've sold that garage. Come up with this. You know, it is what it is, I guess. Ooh, yeah, that's always good times there. Got another mouse nest up here. They like to do their business wherever they can, you know, so really not looking that bad. I was thinking to be a little bit worse than that. She had years of oil laying on her, so I guess she's in pretty good shape. Now I wonder, you could kind of see them hoses maybe up underneath the dashes there, but I kind of wonder if this thing didn't have a factory under dash AC unit. I mean, you can see them two holes there. Hopefully you can. Hopefully the camera's where I think it should be at. But you can see them two holes there. I kind of wonder if it didn't have an AC pump up here. Now, of course, when we got it, I'm figuring old boy probably stripped whatever good parts was kind of maybe on it. And I'm thinking that's probably one of them, was the old AC unit. But it'd be good on a day like today when you're just absolutely killing yourself. But yeah, if we can get this thing done where she can do a little grocery shopping in it, I'm sure she's gonna want some AC. Well, if we take a dip back here in the old Mopar corner, I guess, or maybe we should call this the Mopar collection. We got ourselves 72 Dodge Plymouth Duster, Shark Tooth Grill, EV1 orange. It was a 340 3-speed car, 8 3/4 out back, disc brakes up front. It's a pretty prime piece, really. This is a project. Got plenty of projects. The old grill though is really starting to show some. She's starting to show some age on her. Anybody living down here? Hope not. Yeah, I've had it longer than probably I should have, I guess. Really need to be doing something with this old girl. Son of a gun, freaking sticker. Small bolt pattern. White bucket seat interior. Oh man. Somebody has been living in that, sadly. That was a complete seat at one time, but apparently the coons have been in it. Man. Not much you can really see in there, but it's kind of disappointing. Really, really disappointing. No rally dash or nothing, though. Door is gonna open. '72. White. Like I said, extremely disappointing on that. I mean, yeah, they weren't that nice a shape before, but they were at least fully intact as far as foam wise, so I could get them recovered. She's seen better days. Man, this thing was probably pretty dang cool back in the 70s. Like I said, 340, 3-speed car. Had to have been a really small coon in order to get in there though, but you can see some droppies. Not real sure what that is. But yeah, would have been a super cool car, but it was already pretty rough whenever I got it. It's not getting any better, I guess. A little bit of something up there. She definitely needs to get something done to her. Worst thing about it is there's just not really a whole lot of, there's a lot of non-straight parts compared to, yeah, straight parts. Even worse on this side. Not a bad looking door. Front fenders I think need a little, yeah, they need a little TLC. They got some cancer. Vinyl top issues too, you know, so. But I would really be nice to get the old girl going again. It's a project on the list. Speaking of projects on the list, 66 Dodge Charger. Now this thing kind of an interesting deal, really, because it's one of those crazy Cairo stories, and they just always are pretty interesting. This car here, what he was doing was he was redoing a car for a guy, and it needed some quarters on it. As you can see, these are nothing spectacular, right? So he drove clear down Southwest Texas, picked this car up, and this thing was cherry whenever he got it, but it was just a roller, no motor, no tranny. I think it did have interior and stuff in it, but it was nothing spectacular as far as that goes. But the body was just superb because they just don't have what we got in southeast Iowa, northeast Missouri. So he went down, got this car, knocked the quarters off both sides, put them on the nicer car, and, you know, any other straight body panels. This, you know. So then this guy here, he loaded all this stuff up in this car. Pretty much his car was all done then. So he loaded her all up and put her on the old intro net. And I come home with this fine jewel. My plan doesn't include that exhaust, but my plan was to make it a vintage dirt circle track car, and I think it would be pretty cool. I'm really thinking, I was thinking Don White's car. You know, Don White ran one of these, Ernie Durr ran one of these, both Keokuk guys, so, and did fairly well in their day. So, but I think, kind of know Don White a little bit better over the years, so I think it'd be way cooler as a tribute to him, just because I pretty much grew up around him all the time when I was a kid. So that's why quarter panels and stuff, I mean, they ain't that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, you'd have like to be a little nicer, but she is another one of those fantastic Mopar project cars. It's 8 3/4 Outback, of course, but other than that, there's nothing. It's just a roller. Do have a 318 and a 727, but we're not gonna doll something like this up with that. I'm thinking 408 stroker, something hefty like that. You know, we got to be able to get around a little bit. But I don't know. She's a work in progress. There's no doubt about that. Lots of work. Be super cool when it's done though. It's only been sitting here for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. It's coming along great.
That concludes the old Mopar Rally. Projectville Central. Well, if you want to keep on watching, subscribe below. We'll keep you up to date. Thanks for watching and have a great day.